The largest change in terms of culture shock was definitely the drinking culture in England. When I got there, they had a really enthusiastic welcome week planned. However, all of the activities were based around alcoholic events. After McMaster, and I love the welcome week here, but it was such a huge change because you are allowed to have open alcohol in public. A lot of the events are based around drinking. You still have the option not to drink if you don't want to, but that isn't the norm for a lot of the students, to be completely honest. However, this did die down a little bit throughout the year, although still a number of activities were a lot more based on alcohol than anything that I'd experienced here at McMaster, and I'm specifically saying ones that were organized by the university as well. But even more than the culture shock going over, I felt the reverse culture shock coming back. For the past 2 summers, I've worked on Aboriginal reserves in Northern Ontario, and last year when I came back, on the 26th of June, I was in England. I spent one night in Toronto, and on the 27th, I was in Thunder Bay for my training. And a week later, about 4 or 5 days later, I was up in Northern Ontario. I jumped into the experience, loved it, but realized I didn't actually take the time to process anything that had happened over the year and the fact that I was in England and probably not going back for a long time. So this ended up hitting me pretty hard, but I did take time for myself to think through those experiences, think through what those meant, look through all my photos of the past year, and in the end, I did end up going back over Christmas, but was able to assimilate all of those different experiences together and realize exactly what it meant for me.